going on, guys? Dave here, TMG. Just want to do a quick little video to talk to you guys about your electrical system in your vehicle, your customers' vehicles. I have run into this multiple times, especially on European vehicles. People who have electrical faults. So let's say windows not operating properly, seat malfunctions, lights that keep burning out or don't work properly or not real bright. A lot of people instantly think about batteries. Engine start battery in particular usually is not the fault, believe it or not. It could be charging system, so alternator, starter. Obviously starter's not part of the charging system, it's a part of the electrical starting system. But the biggest thing is grounds, and a lot of people neglect these. Now, specifically, again, European vehicles are known for this. BMWs, Minis, like my Mini over here. These grounds, look at that. Look how nasty it is. These grounds can become detrimental to the overall health of your electrical system or your customer's electrical system. Biggest one is BMW X1. When I purchased that vehicle, they are notorious for having no start issues. So you'll push the start button and nothing will happen, or it'll click, or sometimes it'll start. And then the worst problem is those X1s have the automatic shut-off system. So you'll get to a light, it'll shut off, and then when you let off the brake, it won't start. And what we find out on those is there is a ground wire on the driver's side of the vehicle. It connects to the engine mount and to the frame, and those things will get so corroded, so green, you actually will have a fault in the electrical system. It'll stop the vehicle from starting. Now, when I purchased my X1, which was the vehicle before the Mini, that is actually how I bought that vehicle. And the person I bought it from actually knew of this issue, and he had purchased ground straps for the vehicle, but he didn't believe it would fix the vehicle. So I went down, looked at it. It started after about the 5th or 6th try. We took it for a drive. The auto shut-off kicked on, and we couldn't get started. We're on the side of the road. It finally started. I went back, and I made him an offer. He gave me the package of ground straps, and I went home, and I proceeded the next day to replace that ground strap. But by that time, the engine start battery was bad because they kept trying over and over and over and over to start this vehicle. Thankfully, at that time, I had a Mercedes in my collection, and I was able to take the battery out of that, drop it into the X1, and instantly it fired up. Never again to have this issue. So, put a new battery in the X1, returned the battery back to the Mercedes, and I drove that X1 for 6 or 8 months. I think about 6 months. And I sold it and then bought the Mini. So, when I was doing the alternator job on the Mini, what was that now, 2 weeks ago or so, I noticed the ground strap. And that happens to be the ground strap I just showed you. So, I took a little video out of that. I sampled it out. I'm going to attach it here. So, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach me. Leave a message down below. You can email me, SpooledupRacing@gmail.com. I'll be glad to help out, answer any questions. But after this, I'm going to show you, or I'm going to attach 2 videos from that day showing how I replaced that ground. And those are things that I think you guys should be looking for and almost treat it as preventative, especially on these European vehicles. Look for the ground strap. You could buy a pack of ground straps from Amazon. I think they're like 10-15 bucks. I'm going to show you, I think in that section of the video you actually get to see the ground strap that I replaced it with. So here's the one I replaced it with. It is thinner, but it does the same thing. Okay, so enjoy the video. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Send this off to other people you know that may have these issues or should be thinking about these issues when they're doing repairs. You guys take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Something I wanted to show you guys. This is the ground strap off my vehicle. Okay, so it connects right there and right down there on that stud. I learned this from a BMW X1 I had, which is very similar to a Countryman, or a Mini for that matter. When these get corroded like this, green and nasty, they cause all kinds of havoc. So when I got my X1, there was one that was bad. It's a known issue. So I bought a kit of like 5, I should say it. Truthfully, when I bought the car, the guy gave me these. I knew about the issue. He had these already and had never installed them. So there was a package of like 4 or 5. So I'm going to replace it with this. Now, one thing to note, that's a 13 millimeter. Little nut that comes off, that's a 13 millimeter. Here's a nut that comes off it. But be careful, because this actually has a bolt in it, and it will fall out and you'll lose it. And it's specific to this area. So just be careful when you take that out. All right, finger underneath. Once you loosen it, just hand tight, comes right off. So I'm going to install this. So once I get done, I'll get back to you guys. And just like that, the new ground strap is in place. So that'll help a lot.